The Miami Dolphins, they are in a serious identity crisis right now. They are. Seriously. I mean, you think about head coach Mike McDaniels. Okay, you come from a Gary Kubiak, Kyle Shanahan, all right? And they come from Mike Shanahan. Common denominator. They run the football, they run zone scheme. They're gonna build they win by running the football. All right. Do they pass the ball? Yes. But they win by throwing the football. I know Kyle Shanahan, he hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. He's been to two Super Bowls running the football. All right. Mike Shanahan he ran the football. Gary Kubiak didn't win a Super Bowl in Houston, did win one in Denver. Won it in Denver by running the football, even though Peyton Manning was his quarterback, running the football in defense. All right. Game management. So Mike Mike McDaniels, he has a serious dilemma here. Like you have two receivers in Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. In a way, that kind of goes against the system that you run because normally in that system you have two bigger receivers because you need those receivers to be able to block. Not saying receivers that are Waddle and Tyreek Hill size cannot block, but you think about the Denver Broncos team, all right? You had Robert Smith and Ed McCaffrey, about 6'3", 6'4", strong. All right, you think about Gary Kubiak when he was with the Texans. All right, you have Andre Johnson, about 6'2", 6'3", and um, you had Kevin Walter. You know, the thing about it is like Kevin Walter, he didn't get a lot of receptions. He could block. He could catch the ball when need to, but you need him to block. All right. Um, the 49ers. You have Debo and Brandon. Those are two good sized receivers. Okay. So the Dolphins, they have two speedsters on the outside. There's nothing wrong with being a speedster, but you got to be able to block. You got to be willing to block too. And I'm not saying they're not blocking, but it just seems, oh man, this offense doesn't look like the offense that McDaniels was running in San Francisco. And I'm not saying he has to run the exact same thing, but what you come from, where you got success at, like from your mentors, was running the football. You're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to eventually do that. I'm not saying trade Waddle or Tyreek Hill. And the thing about it is one of those things is like, hey, it reminds me back with Seattle when they had Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin is so great. It's like you want to get him the ball as much as you can, even if it goes against your philosophy. That's how it is with Tyreek Hill. So but Dolphins did not look good. Huntley didn't Huntley looked like he was supposed to look. Hadn't played with this team much, so they're going to get used to each other. But I think they're going to be okay. I heard some people talking about maybe they should go kick the tires on Russell Wilson. No, not when you got Huntley there. If they didn't have Huntley, then okay, go after Russ. But Huntley, I think he could throw a good deep ball. He threw a ball so deep that Tyreek Hill couldn't catch up to it. So they got to build that chemistry with each other. So hopefully this week, hey, they gonna spend some time with each other out there on the practice field, trying to get to know each other's cadences. The Tennessee Titans, they look real good. I mean, see the Titans, that's a team. Of course, on paper, they're not better than the Dolphins, but because they have a better continuity with each other, they was able to go out there, take care of business. So shout out to the Titans for winning the game, even though didn't want them to win, but they took care of business, 31-12. All right, they have something to hang their hat on. That's going to boost their confidence. Doesn't matter who was hurt. Everybody got somebody got. Everybody have somebody hurt. Everybody have somebody that's injured. But the Dolphins, they're gonna have to get it together. They're gonna have to get it together. Their season is not over yet, but you're gonna have to take it one game at a time. You do not have the luxury to look over anybody. Take it one game at a time. I'm not sure when is their bye week. You don't know? Yeah, I don't know either. That doesn't even matter. They shouldn't even be looking forward to a bye. You live to play another day. You live to play another day. But Dolphins, they're gonna have to get it together, man. I think they're very capable of doing it, but they're gonna have to get it together. We in October. This is when it really starts because it's been 4 weeks. You get more familiarity with other teams. You you have more notes to put on your scouting reports, weaknesses, strengths, and stuff. So excuse me. So, but I like the move that they have Huntley. Okay, I'm not sure when Tua gets back, but having Huntley, I think that's real good. That's a good deal for them. Okay, um, he can get the deep ball out, and he also can move. And I think at that in combination with a cheetah, I think they should be able to run the football better or run it more. But I think this team they need to be running that ball more. Even when Tua comes back, run that ball more, man. Forget I'm not gonna say forget your speedsters, but you can't make that the main thing. The main thing you got to be able to run the ball because when the bottom line, the game is run one in the trenches. You have to be able to run the ball or pose a threat to run the ball. And I think most teams they don't believe that the Dolphins are going to run the ball much because they believe that they want to get the ball out to their exotic cars, to their exotic weapons, Waddle and Hill. You know, I'm not saying Waddle and Hill is going to complain, but it's one of those things where when you have two speedsters like that, yeah, man, you want to see them with the ball. It's exciting. It's addictive. It's like, okay, well, let me put vegetables right here and let me put chocolate candy right here. Well, people gonna go for the chocolate candy. Oh, you don't like chocolate candy? Okay, I got a candy that you do like. Okay, but we'll see. But this game here, man, it yeah, not even a Dolphins fan. I mean, I just feel bad for the team. I feel bad for the crowd. This is their second um, national televised game of the season. The previous one was on Thursday night football where they got blown out by Buffalo. That's where the trouble all started. Um, Now the trouble is still there in another home game on national television, but hopefully they'll get it together. You know, I mean that's a good team over there. That's a good football team. But hey, the Bills did get blown out. So if you're a Dolphins fan, it's like, hey, you're only what 2 games behind them. Bills have 3 wins, y'all have one. So who knows? But share your thoughts. Let me know. What do y'all think about this game? If you're a Miami Dolphins fan, do you think your season is over? All right. Share your thoughts in the comment section. I want to know what you think. And if you're a Titans fan, all right, are you in we still have a chance mode, or do you think, well, this win doesn't mean nothing? I want to hear what you have to think, even though I wanted your team to lose. That's because I'm a Texas fan. All right. Outside of that, I could care less what y'all do if y'all. Well, I don't want to see y'all win the Super Bowl not before the Texans because of the Oiler history. All right, so I don't want that being thrown up in my face. But anyways, man, just share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Just do that again, podcast. Peace out.